presentation of Stewed Productions.
Okay, that's the official start. Welcome, everybody, to Liquid Lunch. Welcome, everybody, to the Scramble. We're trying to get Matt on from Wichita Falls. Hold on. That monitor doesn't look great.
No, so, Matt, if you happen to be watching, please send us your Skype name.
I texted him.
Oh. Well, if you are watching and you haven't gotten your text yet, no, that's not going to work.
It looks red.
Yeah,
it's weird.
That's okay.
Kind of like the red, though.
We'll figure it out one of these days.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'll come up with a bunch of background options.
You can't tell right now, but that's an new orange background on that monitor. So,
yay.
MB.
God, we're off to a great start.
Aren't we?
Today. I know.
What happens when I put in MB?
MB. Oh, you know what? We also have to hold on. Grab your camera. Because you just sat down. I didn't get to.
What do I need to do?
Tilt it down a little bit. Now pan it right, other right. There you go, right there.
Yes.
Hold on. See, that's what it looks like now.
That looks good.
Yeah. You got half a computer monitor.
Oh, I scooted that. Let me.
That's all.
Oh, he's calling me.
Whoa. All right.
Maybe this works. Okay, I can do that.
Exciting.
All right, hold on.
Exciting.
This will work. All right, here we go. Matt, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hold on. Let me add.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
Yeah. Echo.
I don't see you, but I do hear you.
Okay. That's a start.
Why are we getting an echo?
I don't know. My computer's not working. I might have to go grab another computer.
It can't be me because.
No.
Why, it just stopped.
It did stop. Matt, you still there?
Yep.
Wow.
Hey.
See, these things just tend to work themselves out.
Okay. I've got a 3/4 screen of my Skype. It's not doing it right. I wonder if I missed an update or something. We can hear you, though. Matt, how's it going?
It's going well. We are brewing Numchuck today, which is our Imperial IPA.
We need a What You Brewing intro. That's what we need on this show is What You Brewing. So Numchuck, Imperial, double or what's it? Is there a difference between a double or Imperial?
It's a double IPA. It's 9%. Honestly, I don't think there is a difference between double or Imperial. I'm sure I'll be wrong as soon as I say it on the show, but
I don't know. I feel like
it's a big IPA, 9%.
Yeah.
What you want.
Don't worry, somebody will correct you.
You know it. It's the internet.
So the reason that, other than just wanting to hang out and just see how you're doing, y'all got your big 1-year anniversary party this weekend.
We had it on.
It was this past week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on the 30th, we had our 1-year anniversary party. It was huge. The weather was bad. So the fact that we got so many people to show up on a crappy day means a lot.
What's the date? What is today's date? Are we already in April?
We are. It's April 3rd.
April 3rd.
Oh. Where have I been? I've been busy. I've been running around.
Are we not going to get Skype?
I'm working on it. It's not.
Are we not going to get Skype?
Let's see.
Am I doing something wrong?
No, you're fine. And I don't know. Is there a little camera icon at the bottom that maybe you need to press?
Well, I'm not even on the call.
I'm trying to add you, but it won't. My file won't allow me to do anything. Now I hear audio.
Told you guys, did I not?
No, you did. You're fine. You still don't see me? Is my camera working?
No.
Oh.
It just says Interbrews. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Don't do anything over there.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I think it's just my computer. I think my computer is on its legit last legs. The fact that this is working right now is a little bit surprising. Because none of the...
Is it gonna...
Why are you calling? Are you calling me now?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Does it not work?
Oh, hold on. You know what? It could work. Hold on. Let's do this. I'll just use my phone. Hold on. Matt, hold on. We're going to make this work. I promise.
No worries.
How am I going to make this work? Phone. Let me think. Just
So,
need the...
so when I hit add call, it doesn't show up there. When I call you, it doesn't show up on
not
that.
doing anything. I've got a 3/4 screen. This is called Technical Difficulties, the show. Liquid Lunch Technical. We can hear. Let's talk. We'll talk, and then let me ponder as we conversate.
I'm gonna pour beer while you guys do that. I'm right here, so.
Okay. Well, while he's pouring beer, we should do the same. Let's make it a little more complicated, and don't put up the technical difficulties thing, because they can see us. They can see us on Instagram as well, and here.
I know.
So, I would need. What would I need? I have a cable somewhere. You would have to take over for a second and talk.
You really can't just add a call.
Look, I'll have to shut down the call to redo everything.
Oh.
The computer is wonky.
Can you guys do whatever you need to do?
Hold on. Let me do this. Oh, there, that came up. Oh, see, there's that. So there we are now on the audio stream too. That was probably the issue. It was all that, right? No, just kidding. Let me see. All right. See, it's not coming up right. Options.
All desktops.
Hold on.
Does anybody know how to use Skype?
Skype brand new.
Couple of 40-year-olds on the computer.
I'm not 40 yet.
I'm close.
He only acts like it.
I'm 38 and a half.
39 in February, so I'm creeping up there.
I know, right?
Oh, you guys are babies.
I'm not ready to embrace it.
Just babies.
Options. All desktops. I wonder what that does. All desktops. Yeah, it's not. I'd have to shut it down and restart it. Matt, how much time do you have?
I got enough. Yeah. Go ahead, do what you need to do.
Let's just start it and let's just restart it.
Okay, I'll restart it. But let's talk while I'm doing that.
Okay.
You ready? You know what, Matt? What did you pour?
I poured Plum Luck, which is our newest beer.
Okay, hold on. Let me do the intro real quick.
All right.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
Good.
All right, Plum Luck, your newest beer.
Yeah, it's terrific. Plum Luck is a saison done with French saison yeast, and then we add Lihing Moi to it, which is popular in Hawaii.
Okay.
And Lihing Moi, it's kind of difficult to say. I'm probably certain I'm saying it wrong, but I've told them I'm saying it right. Is powdered plum skins.
Powdered.
And so they take the skin of the plum, dry it, and then powder it. Then it goes into our beer at the end of boil, and it gives it a really nice peach, almost. It's peach with some pinkish hues, but it's a unique flavor that's hard to describe.
I'm going to give you play-by-play. That I want to get more into this powdered peach skin. But again, cans attack Kennedy as he opens the beer. You got to drink it like while it's spewing. And we've ruined another rug. What
We ruined a rug.
What beer was that?
That was Wheeze the Shake. B52.
Did you shake the Wheeze the Shake?
Somebody did.
Yeah. I think when it starts to gush on a can like that, best option is just to open it all the way.
I tried.
And then drink as fast as
but
you
it was
can.
spewing.
No, I know.
You
That's
see
what I'm
that?
saying.
It got
Yes.
over the mouth.
Don't just pour it. No. Don't pour it in the carpet.
I'll be back.
Okay. All right, Matt. It's just on me.
Get Skype working.
No worries. Nothing says I love you like ruining the carpet.
Seriously.
Ruining the
That's
rug.
Yeah, that's how I know my kids love me too, my dogs. Okay, so back to powdered plum skins.
Yeah.
How do they do that? They just dehydrate it and then grind it?
I'm guessing that. I mean, that's how I would do it. I don't. Yeah, it comes dry in a powder, and so I'm guessing that's what they're doing. It's kind of a weird stuff. It smells like Play-Doh, which is if you haven't smelled Play-Doh in a long time, which I hadn't, and then I opened up the Lihing Moi to smell it. It smelled like Play-Doh. The beer doesn't taste like Play-Doh, thank God.
Yeah.
It tastes wonderful, and it's like our newest creation, and it's extremely popular. It would also be good soured too.
Yeah. Where did you hear about this technique? That's
So our bar manager, assistant brewer, kind of soon possibly head brewer, Jordan Turner, who lived in Hawaii for some time, built the recipe. He kind of designed the beer, and then I just helped him brew it. And we've done it a couple of times now, but It was a hit right out of the gate, and the first pilot batch had Mosaic at the end, and then we did a full size batch. And we tried it without Mosaic to keep the cost down and maybe focus on the Lihing Moy and not necessarily the hops. But then we kind of liked the pilot batch better. So the second time around, we brewed a full size batch, 10 barrels. We did put the Mosaic back in, and it is it's an extra layer of complexity to the beer, and that does change it and make it better. Yeah, it's great. Check out that color.
Yeah.
I wish we could check out that color.
Well, you ran away. If I have like 5 minutes, 2 minutes, I can run and grab a thing that I need to make this work.
I thought you just needed to restart Skype.
It won't work on my computer, I don't think.
It just all of a sudden stopped working?
No, I'll try it. Matt, I'll try it again, and then we'll reconnect. See what happens. Good. Okay. Here we go.
Yes.
All right. So
cross your fingers.
Right. Everyone. All right. So we'll be right back with Matt. As now you talk about what you just poured all over the.
All right. Cool. So I just poured Wheeze the Shake from B52 all over the place.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a good show unless I poured beer all over the place.
Right.
So far, I've been really lucky, and I've never gotten it on any kind of equipment. It's just been on. I've ruined about 4 of your rugs, though.
I know.
So here we go. Now, I have one question.
Okay.
What do you see there?
I see a dude with his thumb getting some.
The first time I saw this bottle, or this can, I was a little taken back.
Taken aback?
Taken aback.
Took aback.
Took a back seat.
Yeah.
But hold on, I haven't drank it. I've had this before. It's really good.
Oh, wait, this is promising.
But it's a hazy milkshake pale ale. So hazy beers, like them, don't like them.
I don't know if I like that one or not because I don't have any in front of me.
Oh, well, guess what? Hold on, let me change the camera. And boom, there you go.
Oh, look at that.
I know.
Yes. Did you go to B52?
I did. It's been a while. These have been sitting in my refrigerator.
What? Why do you do that? That's not.
What?
Why would you?
I haven't had a chance to bring them out. We've had we've had different beer topics or beer shows. We've had Florida beers. We had Tennessee beers.
Yeah, but I mean, just to drink.
Oh. Because I'm saving them for you, buddy.
Oh, I appreciate that. All right, let's see if I can make this work now. Ooh, that's promising so far. There's my big face.
Yeah.
Now, efforting to get Matt back. Oh, I got to turn on the audio. Matt, are you there? Nope, waiting. I wonder what all those numbers are. We're going deep sea.
Sonar. We're really on. This is a new show. Oh. By the way, thanks everybody for tuning in. We know this is a Wednesday and we're throwing everybody off.
Oh yeah, today is maybe that's the whole reason. Skype's like I had a whole nother day off.
Yeah.
Okay. That didn't work.
So what?
I don't know. I don't know that was Matt. Let's see. Let me go back to here. Was that him? Let's see. Call. Hold on. Today. Recent call. Okay. Cool. Here. New call. And add you to it as well. And let's see what happens here. All right, watch for what is that? All right, efforting. You getting the call? All right, mute your mic.
Yes, I got. Hold on.
All right, we're still calling.
I was getting some funny stuff. It's got because it's spewed. It's like the foam's looking weird.
Oh. No.
What happened?
What happened where?
Oh.
That's me. I turned on. Now we're just waiting on Matt to pick up. Calling now. That's delayed.
I hear something.
It's the delayed version. You got your audio for the stream up. That's one thing about these streams is they're very delayed. So when the audio gets on there, it throws everything off. All right.
We're getting it.
Is he calling in?
No.
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah.
Hey!
Okay.
Now we got you. Now we're
Okay.
cooking with gas. Now we're brewing with a steam jacketed system. Eh?
And you should
Yay!
And you should also be seeing us.
Yes. Yes.
I see now. Okay, this is way better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn internet.
I know, right? No, I don't think it was. I think it was just my computer. There we go. Look at that beautiful.
One of these
HD.
days, he's gonna quit blaming the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything else was working for the most part. All right, so now we're good. You got his whole deal? What do you need from me?
It's coming. No, you're good.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see that beautiful. Oh, we don't have him yet.
Oh, looking good, Matt.
Can we pull him up?
In a second.
I want to see that beautiful beer footage.
In a second.
Oh,
I gotta do a couple things.
is that a new hat? Can we get those hats online? Here, tilt back up a little bit.
No, you probably should. It'd be easier just for me to send you one.
Okay, tilt back up so we can see said hat. And you got is that a Pine House Pizza shirt you're wearing?
It is a Pine House Pizza shirt
Okay,
with a bleach stain.
nice.
I was pissed when that happened too.
Yeah,
Beer, hat, and shirt.
nice. The trifecta. Can we pull?
Repping Pine House today.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Wait.
And boom, there you
Boom!
are,
There he is
Matt.
now.
Yay.
Hey, there on the
Oh my
internet.
God, my face. So
Ah.
scary.
Wow.
Okay, so hat. Wichita Falls. Is that a mesh back? Is it mesh on the back or solid?
It is mesh.
Is it
it's
a
trucker?
Oh, trucker hat. So snapback, as the kids call it.
Yep. It is.
When we were growing up, it's just an adjustable. It was just a hat because all hats were adjustable. And then the fitted hats came, and I don't have the head for a fitted hat. My head's too shallow.
I quit wearing them years ago. It just, I guess I have a really small head, which sounds terrible, and so I can never find the right size. But snapback, and then when I do wear a snapback, it's usually like 2 holes showing, which looks ridiculous on the back of my head, but whatever.
Probably, yeah. We are all almost 40 or way over 40, depending on which side of the table you're looking at here.
Hey, mid 40s. Okay.
So I said way over 40.
No, mid 40s is not way over 40.
What is mid 40s? 46?
It's mid 40s.
Are you 46?
It's
So that could be 43 to 48, maybe.
Yeah.
yes, within that range.
Okay. Well, you don't look a day over or whatever.
Oh, I'm getting blown up over here.
I was just gonna say I don't think when you get to this point, like looks are, it's nobody's looking at me.
Yeah, I've reached my prime years ago. It's over now.
Yeah, it's fine. It's my winning personality that's gonna get me through the day. I hope. But anyway, so how many people came out to the anniversary party?
Yeah, I would say over 500.
Wow.
We poured over 1,600 beers based on just our point of sale. I mean, it was shoulder to shoulder in here.
Fun.
We actually had the street blocked off, but the weather was so nasty. It was windy and it was cold. So it worked out because everybody came inside and we had the entire place packed and we were playing music. And so it was a lot of fun. It was a party from 12 to 12.
That's cool.
Yeah.
To everybody on Instagram, you can't see our all the footage. We need a monitor like back here. Instagram doesn't let us do the multi-camera deal, but if you have any questions on Instagram, we're watching. So just pass those on. They can hear our audio, Matt, but they just can't see all the beautiful angles. And then of course our normal. If y'all have any questions or comments for Matt, or just want to know more about Wichita Falls, does the city have a motto? Somebody from the tourism board is on. I don't.
They probably do, and I don't know it. I couldn't think of a motto. Yeah, it's
go to Wichita Falls Brewing. That should be the
here.
motto. Go have a beer.
How about Wichita Falls? We're west of Fort Worth.
Geographically accurate.
probably better than what our slogan is. Yeah. But no, I don't.
Oh, hey, you just took a trip to Arkansas.
I did. I went to Fayetteville, and we went to Eureka Springs, which was very cool.
Yeah.
And then we actually got brave and even drove to Branson.
Oh, did you go to Silver Dollar City?
No. and I'm surprised that I didn't because we have 2 kids that went with us. And everybody had a great time, but it was a lot of fun. By the end of the trip, coming home, going through Tulsa, I think we were all ready to be out of the car, spend time alone.
Yeah, that's a nice little drive there. It's a pretty area though. Did you get to go to any breweries?
We did. We went. Brooke and I went to Crisis Brewing. We went to the Apple Blossom, which is restaurant brew pub.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Mountain something or other. I walked in, ordered a beer, and immediately got a text message that said, "Where are you?" And so I had to down it. And then we also went to, the kids hated every minute of that too. Where else? We went to, come on, Matt. I think it's called JBGB, which is, it's similar to like the ABGB, but JBGB, and they've got this huge outdoor space. The menu's huge. I mean, it's a really casual deal. They've got a lot of outdoor activity, outdoor tables, volleyball courts. I think there was a hot tub. There was like an up. Yeah, it's a big place. So immediately you go in and the menu's huge, and you think that you're not going to get good food. The food was really, really good, and the beer was okay too. There were some that I liked more than others, but I'm trying to think of anything else. I will say that the JBGB thing is really cool and entertaining for kids too.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a brewery in Eureka Springs yet. But that seems.
I did talk to the guy that owns Brews, which is a really cool beer and coffee bar, and he's kind of working on one.
Okay, yeah, Eureka Springs, an interesting little spot. Like it's not like anything else in the state.
Super haunted.
Yes, there's so many ghosts there.
Yeah, we went on a ghost tour. It's great.
That's cool. Shout out to Brooke. She just told us that the slogan for Wichita Falls: blue skies and golden opportunity. So leave it to
Thank
Brooke.
You, Brooke.
She's just a walking Wichita Wikipedia page.
Well, she's listening, and I'm sure I'm getting our trip all wrong. And she told me to turn up my volume, which I did. Thank you. And she was on the show with me last time.
Yes.
Where is she?
Yeah. What is she doing now? Yeah. She actually working?
She is. She's working, holding down her job, making all the big bucks for us, so I can do this.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Hey to Matt too, watching on Facebook as well, trying to keep up with everybody watching.
Matt is my fellow rogue brewer.
Oh, so y'all are rogue bros?
We're rogue brewer bros.
Rogue brewer. Kennedy just joined a homebrew club called the Rogue Brewers. So congratulations, Kennedy. Your confidence.
You. I mean, and I entered my first homebrew competition.
Yeah.
Cool.
What and the beer is?
I brewed a West Coast IPA.
Okay.
The West Coast IPA.
Do we know when the judging is?
It was last Saturday.
How'd you do?
I did not win.
Well, yeah, but how did they critique your beers?
I don't know. All I heard is that I didn't win.
Well, that's not all about winning and losing.
I went and I couldn't. It was not. They had a big crawfish boil out there this Saturday, and
was it at the grain cellar?
It was at the grain cellar, and I had to work.
Oh, well, that just reminds me that this episode, Matt, brought to you by the Grain Cellar.
Yes,
that is Humble's premier homebrew store.
Cheers.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna be out there next week. Did we decide?
Week, yeah,
next week to brew another Smash IPA. Last beer was a Motueka Smash, and we're gonna just change the hop. Did we decide what hop?
I don't know.
Did we say?
We can talk about it when we're there.
I feel like that hop is one of the names where everybody says it different, like Worcester sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I say Worcestershire.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those. So I've heard people say a lot of different, say that variety of hops a lot of different ways. So I never know if I'm saying it right. How did you say it?
Worcestershire.
Motueka?
Motueka.
Yeah.
Motueka.
Is there a Worcestershire hop?
It's a good one. Oh, that might be nice. We'll work on that.
Yeah, or maybe just add some Worcestershire at some point.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of doing all of that. People get wacky with their beers. We're pretty, the Leahing Moy worked out well, but we'll never put pancakes or Lucky Charms or whatever in our beer. It's probably because I'm old.
Yeah, it's, I'll say this. I've had some beers, the pastry stouts. Some of them are really freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, it's like, man, I go in like I'm kind of like you. It's like I'm a grown man. I shouldn't be eating pastries, but you put it in a beer, and I'm like, I'm totally gonna drink this now.
You are currently drinking a hazy milkshake pale ale conditioned on strawberries and bananas.
Well, that's not. There's no pastries in there. Milkshake comes from the lactose, so it's like
and it also brings all the boys to the yard.
Maybe
there is a difference too between like saying, all right, there's Pop-Tarts in this beer. Mm-hmm. That's your pastry. We put a bunch, 30 pounds of Pop-Tarts in our beer.
Do you prefer? What is your favorite Pop-Tart?
I haven't had a Pop-Tart in a long time, but cherry.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Cherry is it's a sleeper. Most people, they see strawberry is everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like their flagship pastry.
If I have between a Pop-Tart and a toaster strudel, I'm gonna go toaster strudel.
Well, they're flaky and they have the glaze.
Yeah, they're kind of a little grease to them.
Yeah. I always just eat my Pop-Tarts cold, or when as a kid I did.
On the run, just in the package.
Yeah, that foil package. Well, depending on, I think some of them came in a more robust package, but that foil, I remember the foil. But
shiny.
Yeah, and as a kid, I didn't like the frosting as much as just the plain.
No, yeah, the frosting ruined it. It just was kind of cheap.
Yeah, it got in the way. I felt like Pop-Tarts, they were trying too hard at that point. Although the brown sugar and cinnamon with that whatever that brown.
That was a good one.
Cardboard topping. Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a beer with that one.
That would be good. Like
some Worcestershire sauce.
A little shot, maybe like a shooter of Worcestershire, chased by a brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tart quad or something.
Lunchtime.
Okay, so. The beer that you were drinking early, did we get to see the beer footage if we held off, right? What did we see?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe, hold on, maybe see if I can backlight it. You use that term a lot?
Oh, look at that.
Ooh,
Whoa.
It looks white.
Yeah. First time we've had that. Glow beers.
Yeah.
There we go. No, it's peach with a little pinkish hue to it. It's beautiful beer. It's not super clear either, so it holds some of the flavor.
Yeah.
But it's my new fave for sure, and it's our seasonal release. We're actually going to be pouring it at the Red River Beer and Wine Festival, which is this Saturday.
Oh, cool. Just saw Danny on just a second ago. His comment went lower, but hey, Danny. And Danny in Wichita Falls.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Danny. Cheers.
Yeah, and then Jeffrey watching as well. So, yeah.
Is Danny your favorite customer? Or is
he's definitely our favorite customer. He's one of our favorite customers. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to show you guys our mobile tap wall that we built.
Oh, cool.
We're real just for festivals. Yeah, Danny's a great customer. Comes in a lot, helps out whenever he can. Solid guy.
Yeah, he said he had to work today. Otherwise, he'd be there.
A lot of favorite customers, though.
Yeah, I gave him about 24 hours notice about the show today.
No, we were in touch. Yeah. I talked to Dan the other day.
Let me see if I can do you see this back there?
Yes.
All right. Let's I'm going to take you all the way down. We got a little Willy Wonka sign on the bottom there.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I like Willy Wonka.
We're pretty stoked about it.
How does it? Do you have to pick the whole thing up and move it? How does that work?
We just tilt it back and put it on a dolly.
Oh, okay. And then what do you use the
posters on it?
Okay, and then you use jockey boxes.
We are not using. We have a jockey box, or Matt had a jockey box that Jordan somehow melted with our pilot system.
Yeah.
So we're a jockey box down on that, but On this, we're actually going to use trash cans and ice and just go straight to the tap.
Okay. That'll work.
And hope we pour enough beer that it doesn't get to warm up in the lines.
No, yeah, it'll be good.
That'll be my job too, is just keeping those lines clear.
Somebody's got to do it.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
How many beers are you taking to the wine festival?
We're doing 5.
Okay.
We were set to do 2, and I said, no, that's BS. We're the only brewery in Wichita Falls get approval to do more than 2. And they wanted, at this festival, they do a lot of bottles and cans, which, I mean, if I go to a beer festival, which I have many, I want to see hockey boxes, draft beer, and I want something that you can't get in the stores.
Yes.
So we're going to do 5 on. We're going to make this a good festival.
Well, I found we've got a wine festival that takes place up here just not far from my house. And the beer tent is the most popular place.
That seems to be the case at the Red River Beer and Wine Festival.
It's wine people, they're nice. They're just not as
Just say it.
They're just not beer people.
No.
Were you gonna say snooty?
No, they're not.
You were really political there.
They're not. I wouldn't call it. Well, it's not
pretentious. Were you gonna say pretentious?
Not pretentious so much. Just.
But you weren't not gonna say pretentious.
No, okay. Think of that like. Think of the '80s movie where you have kind of the uppity couple, but then by the end of the movie they've discovered rock and roll and they finally start dancing at the end because they've embraced it, more fun lifestyle because they went through some challenge or whatever, and everybody's happy at the end. That kind of that last musical number. I feel like those are wine people. They're not. They just need to be exposed to beer and not take wine so seriously.
They need to quit tying their sweater around, their shoulder.
Yes.
I mean, stop doing that. And stop acting like you know about every single wine, like you're a sommelier, when most of them aren't.
No, did you ever see that documentary, Psalm?
No.
It's worth watching. It was on Netflix. I don't know, and they had made a sequel to it as well. But it's these. It's like 5 guys, and the test was actually in Dallas, the big master sommelier test.
I heard about it.
Yeah. So they. It was a few years ago, and it was actually you could probably remember it snowed while they were there to take when it snows that much in Dallas. You're like, oh, I remember that. But it was it's a pretty good documentary. But these guys are just obsessed. They had all these flashcards. I'm like, I don't know if anything's worth digging in like that if you have to, but I don't know.
Yeah, like you said, they're just not beer people.
No, they're not. Hey, what did you just pour? Speaking of beer.
I just poured a fruit tart boysenberry.
Oh, wow. That's also from B52.
B52. Fruited sour farmhouse ale.
That sounds really good.
Oh, it is. It's fantastic. Hold on.
We've got a bunch of breweries here, Matt, that have a lot of range. That like B52 and Ingenious both.
So if you're looking at your screen, sorry to cut you off.
Thanks. Yeah,
there you go.
Cool.
Good color. Yeah.
Now all this is from my the stuff around the rim there. That's from my accident. So don't. Maybe Josh should show his.
Oh, there you
but
go.
it's nice kind of reddish.
Yeah. Not reddish. It looks like raspberry jam or plum jam is what it looks like to me. Boysenberry jam?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what a boysenberry color is, but it's a tasty beer. Matt, what's your wheelhouse? Do you have a wheelhouse that you go to more so than anything else, or are you all over the map, or
as far as what I think?
Yeah, yes, just in life in general. No, like beer styles, like drinking for pleasure, because I know you've got to do a lot of business drinking as far as like tasting and making sure things right.
Brooke and I always go for like IPAs and that can be West Coast, that can be New England, that could be Session. We used to do a lot of pale ales, and that's how we would kind of judge a brewery, but nobody is doing pale ales anymore because they've kind of died off and been replaced by Session IPAs. But we would judge breweries by pale ales. But I'm all over the map. I mean, it depends. I'm kind of a seasonal drinker, so sometimes I'll drink stouts in the winter, and I always go for an Oktoberfest in the fall. And then in the summer, I'll kind of try something lighter, crisper, and stay on that for a while. I don't know. I kind of drink everything.
Yeah, no, that's me. That's me. I had a we had Jeffrey Stuffings from Jester King on a while back, like about a month ago. And we were talking about wine people. This is just a thought that popped into my head. I feel like I didn't get to it in that conversation with him, but just it was like that next day I talked to a wine person. I'm just going to harp on wine people here for a second. I feel like wine people are set up for a big disruption in their life. I feel like the wine industry from like people that are more beer side, I feel like, because I know Jester and they talked about doing some fruit wines and things like that, and they've got some grapes growing up. I feel like it's about to get disrupted. I feel like for too long, they've been a little too, it's not uppity. What is the word? It just closed
They're
up.
in their own bubble,
Bubble.
They're in their own bubble. They're the kind of people that, that if you sit at the bar next to them, they don't want you to talk to them. If they do say anything, it's going to be short, and then they're going to kind of go. I'm really harping on people here. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, talk bad about wine people all you want.
Okay. Well, I'm not talking. I feel like
they're different.
It's a warning. It's not. It's just not a.
You're right. They're different. They're not us.
Well, it's a fair warning. I'm just saying, if any of them happen across this show, or if they know somebody that knows somebody that has seen the show, maybe the word will get passed along. I'm saying just prepare yourself for a disruption in the beer or in the wine industry coming from a beer frame of mind, because
you think it's coming, huh? You think the brewers are just going to kind of invade their own little space? And
yeah, I think there's too much awesome stuff going on in beer, too much innovation, too much just pushing of boundaries, and really see. I think wine has been just kind of hemmed in for a little while.
You might be right about that. We find that people that come in the brewery that normally drink wine, but they want to try a beer, tend to go towards the sours and the higher end sours. So the fermented sours, not necessarily like a kettle or a mash sour. They go for the complex sours, which I actually prefer. And so you might be right about that. I could see that happening.
Yeah, just, I don't know, because wine seems like a bit of a commitment. You sit down for a glass of wine, it's 14, 15%. If you want to go for a tasting, you have a spit bucket, which is, to me, just seems immoral.
Wasteful.
Yeah. No, I
Hold on.
I don't know. Yeah.
Wine drinkers have spit buckets?
Yeah, when you do a tasting.
Really?
Yeah, well, you can't drink a bunch of wine all day.
All right, so these, quote, non-uppity people are spitting out the wine in a spit bucket.
Yeah, they'll wish it around in their mouth and kind of chew it.
And spit it out.
And then, well, yeah. I mean, think about it. If you're tasting 6 wines.
And I'm glad I'm a beer drinker.
Seriously.
Can you imagine how funny it would be to go to one of those and walk over to the bucket and just not take a drink of wine, just hock a loogie, just, and just use a spit bucket for a minute.
I mean, they're trying to.
I feel like there should be.
And you know what they would say? They would say, "I bet he's a beer drinker."
Just say, I'm adding a little terroir to this spit bucket. That's all that is. That's some terroir right there. No, I think that if you do a wine tasting, there should be some sort of competition where somebody at the end has to take a big slug off of the spit bucket.
Yeah, I mean, that would be fun. That's
everybody else's cooties.
Well, dude, to keep it fun. All right, hold on, guys. I got a timer that just went off. Okay. I just got to run over here, start Vorloff. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, say. You say Vorloff?
Something like that, maybe.
Vorloff, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a brewing term. You know what that is? You know what Vorloff is?
No, I thought that was
It's whirlpooling, I believe.
Oh.
You know what that does?
No.
So the Vorloff, if I'm remembering correctly, it's been a little while since I've put my hands on it. I was in the middle of some nerdery.
Oh. Vorloff.
It's a whirlpool.
Yeah.
And it causes the particulates. You should do this at the end of your brews.
Uh-huh.
Stir at the end and whirlpool.
Okay.
And it'll suck it all down, suck all the particulates down and kind of settle them out in the middle of the kettle. After boil, knock out, let it rest for 10 minutes. Then for like 4 minutes, Just stir.
Yeah. So maybe it had something so my last beer I did, my IPA, it was just full because I dry hopped it and it had all these extra hops just floating around all over the place.
Yeah, should have done
I probably should have Vorloft it.
And just gone through. I think it's just you Vorloft,
Yeah.
which is just a way of saying you whirlpool it.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
And you can add hops at whirlpool too.
Okay.
Yeah. Which will just add aroma because it's still hot, right?
Yeah.
You're just trying to get all the particulates to settle out. I think if I'm saying that right. Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Anybody that knows. Hey, Brendan.
Oh, so Brendan,
Yeah.
another one of my fellow rogue brewers now,
Yes.
jumped on, and he said that they spit in buckets for the beer judging competition.
Well, yeah, but you're going through
So
50
since
beers.
Brendan, since you're on the line, since you're right there with us, was my beer in last place?
Hold on. What is Vorloff then, Brandon? Sorry, I got it wrong. I knew I was doing that wrong.
I don't care about
During
that,
mashing.
Brendan. I want to know how.
Oh, draining to the kettle. Okay, I knew it was a thing.
I want to know how I did in the competition, and you can be honest with me and tell me if I was in
He's
last.
not going to remember your beer out of all those beers. He's
Oh,
going to have
sure
to have
he
your
will.
score sheet.
Sure, he will.
No, he won't. But did they do score sheet? I saw that. Who mentioned it? Jeffrey mentioned it somewhere. That they had a score sheet. Oh, Matt's back. Hey, welcome back.
I'm back.
Hey, Matt's back.
Vorloff. Explain that because I messed it up.
I can explain it to you if you want me to.
No, I don't want you to explain it. You're just reading off a paper. I want the professional brewer to tell me what it is.
I'll keep it in layman's terms, but what you're doing is you're pulling off the mash at the end of your mash. So you've got conversion is complete. You've activated the enzymes that you want, and you're going to pull off and then recirculate back over the top.
Okay.
Set that grain bed. That way everything kind of settles in where it's going to be. Those husks will settle and act as a filter, and the liquid's going to clear up before you transfer it into your kettle.
Okay. See, I was all thinking whirlpool, but I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, it's just been a while. It's been a while since I've actually put my hands on some grains. Done some actual brewing. Sorry. But
it's something we like to do here.
It's fun to brew at a brewery. I'm just glad I got smart people around me. And Kennedy.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
Yep.
I see what you did there.
Okay, so he says they're going to post the scores. Brendan, okay, we're talking to Brendan was one of the judges for the competition, Matt, that Kennedy entered. And, here's the thing. When you enter a competition, it's not about if you win. Because what does that mean? What does it mean if you won?
It means you have the best beer.
You had the beer that the judges thought was the best in that moment at that time.
Okay.
But how, if you have 50 beers, it's tough to compare like beer number 1 to beer number 50.
They didn't have 50 beers.
How many did they have?
I don't know. But when I put my beer in, when I entered my beer into the competition, it was maybe 15 minutes before noon. It was supposed to start at noon. And at that point, I think they had 6.
Oh, okay. So,
and I'm sure a lot of people came in late and entered and stuff. I wasn't there. I had to leave early.
Okay. Matt, when you were coming up, before you opened your own brewery, did you ever enter any home brewing competitions?
Blue Bonnet.
Okay. Did you win?
I did not.
See?
You know what's funny? I had several friends that actually won some first place gold medals. And one of them was a pretty good brewer. The other one, not a great brewer at all. And I don't know how he won, but he did. So I don't know. Competitions are one of those things where it could be luck. It could be when the judge had the beer. I've also been the first entry for Blue Bonnet. I got some really bad descriptions on the score sheets. I mean, it was bad. It was like one-word answers.
Oh, yeah.
And they actually wrote me a letter several months after entering the competition saying that we apologize for, the lack of just the inability to provide a true score and describe the beer with adjectives. But I got free entry on the next Bluebonnet for the next year.
Okay.
But they were a lot of fun. I think it's good to do. I think you learn a lot. I think you also learn to what judges are looking for. Mm-hmm. But you also, bear in mind too. We're now, and we touched a little bit on this about beers that have fruits and pastries and all these different things that people are doing. And New England IPAs weren't even a category years ago. So if you're going to brew to these style guidelines for competition, that doesn't mean that your beer is going to sell. It doesn't mean that it's going to be popular. There's a lot of beers that have won medals that aren't really popular or the flagship beer for that brewery. So it's, I think it's fun to do. I think you can learn a lot from it, but I also like to think outside that box of what style guidelines are. And you may have a really great beer and it may not fit the specific style guidelines that you think that it does. And so you enter it in that and you score poorly, and you should have entered it in something else.
Yeah, being a beer judge too, you have to really train your palate.
Yep.
You can't walk in, just having smoked 3 cigars and onion soup or something like that, and then with a cold, and expect to be able to accurately describe these beers. That's tough work too. So people that regularly judge beers, my hat's off to them, because that's that sounds like the greatest day ever, but that can be tough work. So.
Yeah, it's not easy. After you have several, you're trying to judge IPAs. It's not easy.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Ozzy just jumped on. What's up, Ozzy? Glad everybody's watching on Wednesday. This was pretty impromptu. Going out of town. The reason we're not doing the show tomorrow, instead we're doing it today. I'm going out of town.
I'm so jealous of you. What you're going to be doing?
We're going to Tulsa.
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
Living on Tulsa time.
Yeah.
No, Tulsa's cool.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's really cool. You could go to Prairie.
Yeah. There's a
Prairie
handful of breweries.
Artesian.
What?
And I think you're going to spend the whole time.
No.
Dance competitions?
No, not a dance. This is gymnastics.
Oh.
The weekend is this, Matt. The tour starts on Thursday. As soon as my wife gets done with work on Thursday, we're heading up to Tulsa. So that's, what, a 6.5-hour drive, 7-hour drive? Then we get to hang out for a half a minute at family's house. Then we get to go to gymnastics competition first thing in the morning on Friday morning. Regionals. We conquered state.
Yeah.
And now we're on to regionals. I don't think there's anything beyond regional. I think there's nationals for this level. And so then as soon as we're done on Friday with regionals, we drive to Bastrop for a dance competition for the rest of the weekend.
Whoa. From Tulsa to Bastrop?
Yep.
Dang.
There's a nice Buc-ee's in Bastrop.
Is there a...
There's good Buc-ee's.
Yeah, there is. Get some beaver nuggets.
Yeah. You know what? Last time I went to a Buc-ee's, we went to the one between here and Dallas.
Oh, the one in Centerville?
Centerville, yeah. And
that's a good one.
It was late, and I wanted to make it home, so I needed some energy, so I got some of the pickled quail eggs in the jar. Just because I'd seen them a million times going into Buc-ee's, I'd never had them. I was like, I wonder what those are like. And my wife and daughters forbade me to open them in the car, so I waited till I got home. But you know what a pickled quail egg tastes like?
Deliciousness. I've had them before. They're awesome.
Tastes like jalapeno styrofoam, basically. The texture is just not very good.
It's like a pickled egg.
Yeah, it tastes like styrofoam, like pickled flavored styrofoam.
Well, if you don't like pickled eggs, you won't like pickled quail eggs.
Well, these were pickled quail eggs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the texture was a little. It was just They were fine. I ate the whole jar. Don't get me wrong.
So somebody just commented and says, first place one Bluebonnet, English Brown. Judge's comment: excellent example of an ordinary beer.
Yeah, I know who that is. That's Ken Thornton. And he is a good beer.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a good brewer. But yeah, there were some others that I knew that had some awards come out of there, and I was like, wow, man, I cannot believe he got a medal.
You know what that is? Somebody tried to channel their inner Simon Cowell, and they're like, this is an ordinary beer. You did okay with an ordinary. And he was trying to be a Simon Cowell. Not interested or whatever. You know, he was garbage. Was probably on some of those entries as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I can remember. I remember when Ken won an award for that beer, and he told me it was I forget the exact words you just read, but it's like perfect example of an ordinary brown ale.
Yeah. Excellent example of an ordinary beer.
What does that even mean? What is an ordinary beer?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, there's no such thing. But anyway,
you know what's a good beer? The beer that you like to drink.
yes.
The beer that's currently in your hand.
There's a lot of great beers out there that have never won an award and never will.
Yeah.
So I don't judge beer based on medals.
No, I've only been homebrewing for about a year now.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it has. I've maybe done a total of 10 batches.
Okay.
Maybe a little less than that. And it's my first competition, and as long as I didn't get last place, that's really all I wanted to
What if you did get
accomplish.
last place?
Well,
how do you know if you got last place?
Well,
did they tell you?
Well, I know. So a couple of at least one of the judges is watching this right now, and he just commented and said I didn't get last place. I did not get last place.
Okay.
So yay.
Yeah, but even if you did, you're in a you just joined the homebrew club.
Well, that's true. I mean,
10 batches of beer, and they've all been different styles. Have you brewed the same style more than once?
Yes, I brewed the Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
My Hefeweizen.
But you didn't take notes and try to perfect anything.
No, because my first batch was extract.
So it's not the same beer.
And my second, I just recently went to all grain.
You've never brewed the same batch twice.
No.
You've never just gone in to perfect your process and all that kind of stuff.
No.
So there you go.
No, I'm just.
You can't expect.
I just started.
I'm just saying, if you're an athlete, you'd be like, all right, yeah, I've played golf, but the first time was at Top Golf, and this is my first. Then I went back and played golf again at a putt course.
No, Jeff and Matt just jumped on there, so I may have hit fourth to fifth place
Out of 6.
I don't know.
That's
maybe,
dude.
But I didn't get last place. And
just tell people top 5.
The good thing about that is you got a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, yeah. This is your first season. You're a expansion franchise.
Yeah.
So, that's a sports term, Kennedy.
I know. I got that.
Matt, did you fill out an NCAA bracket?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. I was just trying to see where I was going with the sports reference. Are you a baseball fan?
No.
Okay. I think Danny's a baseball fan. I think he's a Rangers fan.
Yeah, I think he is a Rangers fan. I'm pretty sure. I do like football, but it's just entertainment for me. I don't follow stats.
Yeah.
I probably sound like an idiot when I talk about it, but
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I don't care. Yeah, kind of just into my work and family stuff, and that's about all I got time for.
Yeah, I'm with you. I can watch some sports and kind of get lost in them sometimes, but to be like a real big fan, or to be one of those guys that wears a jersey with another dude's name on your back.
Yeah,
I've never really understood that.
Or the guy that wears like the collared sports shirt, and you're like, what are you, special teams coach? I mean,
he's a fan, a real fan of management, and
so sports are great because they give you another reason to drink beer and grill out.
Yep. Is that the same beer? What is that? Kennedy's holding up a beer. Is that the same one?
Yeah, this is the Wheeze the Shake. I only
Is that
brought
just the can?
No, this is another beer.
It's the same beer, though, right?
Yeah, this is the one that I'm hoping that I can open and it not spew all over the
Well, no,
place.
we don't need to open the same beer again.
We only have 2 beers.
I know. I got another beer in the refrigerator that we can try.
That's okay. This is the beer that's in front of me.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I've got beers in the fridge, but they're literally 5 steps away. Did you? What do you got, Matt?
I've got a couple cans of beer that we've started canning in house since we had our last podcast. That I'll show you guys if you want to see those.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of lost your camera.
Did we? What happened?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it kind of is it froze up on your screen?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, then we won't show you any beer. for listeners that haven't been to the brewery, we have beer to go. Not only growlers, but we do 16 ounce and 12 ounce.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So you have a brew pub license.
Yes, we are BG and BP.
Okay. Yeah, it's not sure how the bills will go that are in committee now. It doesn't look great. I haven't heard any updates so far this week, but we're running out of time.
Did the last update say it wasn't looking good?
No, John Holler. You know John Holler, right, from Holler Brewing?
Yeah, holla.
He did a great low-tech TED Talk on the bills and kind of did the whole rundown on, was it on Twitter? I don't remember if it was on Twitter or where he posted it, but I watched the full video, and basically it's this. So they put identical bills in both the Senate and the House. And the Senate basically says, that's a House kind of thing, so we're not really going to worry about even voting on it in committee. Then on the House side, even though we've got majority support for the bill with just throughout representatives, because it's in the committee, it's all about the committee. And so it's a committee of, I think, 12 representatives or so.
Well, that's shitty.
And if they're supported by the distributor lobby that doesn't want the bill to pass, then it'll just never get voted on. And that sounds kind of where we're at. It doesn't look like it's going to move. So it'll just kind of die.
But we did get the Austin City Council support.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, I know. But
I bet the Wichita Falls City Council, they're like blue skies and golden sunsets.
Blue skies and golden opportunities.
Golden opportunities and delicious beer to go from anywhere. But I don't think it matters. I mean, I love that they said it. Austin City Council, thank you. But
yeah, I mean, I guess it's a step in the right direction, but it in the grand scheme of things, you need a lot more.
Yeah. Jeffrey says it's on Holler's YouTube channel. You can find it there. They also posted on. Just look for their social, but yeah.
Oh.
They'll give you a good rundown of what that is. So I don't know what the timeline is as far as when
maybe I should look for the link.
When the legislative session is done. I think we've only got a handful more weeks. And then we got to wait another 2 years. So, that's fine. All the other states have it. Why do we need it?
You're right.
Just because every other state in America has it, and probably most countries in the world, doesn't mean Texas has to have it.
Yeah.
The sad thing is a lot of, your average citizen that isn't a craft beer drinker doesn't know that this is going on. They don't know about it. And so if they were informed, and it takes time for that to happen, I think that a lot of people would be on board with changing the law. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that's it's kind of hidden, and when you tell people about it, they go, "Wow, really? That doesn't make any sense."
Yeah, no, it's a shame. Life's too short for this kind of bullshit, and it really is. This is just concentrated bullshit. So
yeah,
that's
just
all it is. It's just people with money wanting to hold on to their power. Well, you got an issue there, Kennedy?
No, I'm good.
Are you trying to see if maybe you can get Matt's camera if you look into the cable?
I can tell. I'm actually about to get the signal from my assistant brewer that it's time to get back over to work.
Oh no!
Work time. Yeah, we're going to CBC, so we're trying to squeeze in another brew before the end of the week and get ready for the beer and wine festival. We got a bunch of it's busy season, and breweries kind of see that wave just like bars and restaurants do. When the weather gets nice, sales pick up and get all these events, and so I call it busy season or beer drinking season.
Yeah, but CBC is in Denver this year?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, when you're there, if you can just tell 1,000 of your fellow brewers that we want to have them on the show.
Sure.
And this is the best beer show. That's it. I know you've probably got nothing else going on while you're there. So
if this is
it's the best beer show.
No, if this is not the best beer show, it's definitely the best noon beer show.
The best live stream Texas beer
best
show.
Live streaming Texas beer show at noon.
Qualify that.
Hey, let's cheers to that.
Yeah. When is that? Is it this weekend?
What? the CBC.
Yeah.
No, it's the entire week. So we'll leave Sunday to be there Monday, and then it's Monday that entire week.
Okay. Okay, got you. Cool. Well, I know I've already talked to a handful of people that are going, so there'll be a lot of Texas brewers up there, and probably a lot of everybody up there. That's a pretty wild time. I remember seeing all the posts from Nashville, I think last year, and next year, Matt's gonna be in San Antonio. So we're gonna try to make a trip for that one.
We should.
Oh, we should.
Yeah. Can you imagine the damage we could do to how many tacos we could eat and how much beer we could drink in San Antonio?
Yeah, but the damage is going to be more, I think, taco related than beer related, if I'm going to be completely honest.
San Antonio's a cool place.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was there like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. All right.
I got to
Did you bring back some beer?
No, but I got to show some Floridians the Alamo and the Riverwalk and the Pearl.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, Matt, thank you so much for being on today, and have fun with the rest of your brew day. And the welcome mat is always out for you. Anytime you want to jump on, and there are the tap room hours. It looks like you're taking a nap.
I'm sorry, but when the video froze, it was a bad shot of you.
That's fine.
But
there is no bad shot.
Well, yeah, that's true.
All right, so Sunday through Wednesday, open 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Thursdays, that's tomorrow, 3 p.m. to midnight. And then your weekend days, Friday and Saturday, open at noon all day long.
And I hope those tap room hours are correct. I got them off of Google, and Google has not been my friend lately.
Yeah, and I can't see them on my screen, but hold on. Yeah, it's like half cut off. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just
I think Thursday we close at 10. That was the only thing that sounded off.
Okay.
The only nights that we're open to midnight are Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Oh, you might want to double check Google.
Yeah, I'm sure it's always something. You got just so many reviews and so many things that your hours are wrong on, and interwebs. You asked about ordering a hat online, and we started thinking about our online store and how the logistics of every time somebody orders, somebody actually like following through, going and getting that hat, boxing it up, shipping it out. It's a lot. It's a lot for a smaller brewery with smaller staffing to do. I mean, when people do message us and they really want to get our merch, we make sure they get it. But running an online store is as far as the internet part and like people actually like clicking buttons and that taking payment, that's easy. It's manpower boxing that little hat up and getting it out.
Yeah, you have to channel your inner Jeff Bezos.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway.
Plenty to do in business for sure.
Yeah, right.
We could use some Jeff Bezos
funding
help.
Yeah. He'd have robots in here doing this show. Anyway. All right. Well, Matt, thank you so much again. Everybody, Wichita Falls Brewing Company in beautiful Wichita Falls. Blue skies, golden opportunities, and delicious beers. We're going to add that onto the new city motto. So, Matt, we'll talk to you again down the road, sir.
Can't wait.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, sir.
You guys take care.
Toodaloo. Oh, cheers. He cheers the mic.
It crapped out like halfway through.
Oh, the Skype feed?
Yes.
You know what we should probably do is start having somebody send us a still shot.
And it wasn't that good before it crapped out. It was dropping a lot of frames.
It's
I don't know. You win some, you lose some.
You do. You win some and you lose some. And I think it looks like you can only stream for an hour on Instagram. We're learning.
Oh, it stopped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
They cap you at an hour because I think they put it over on Instagram TV.
We're just over an hour.
Yeah. I don't know. I just looked up and it was done. Maybe the internet in that corner of the room over there is not as good.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did y'all think? We had a handful of people watching on Instagram. Is that worth doing? I wish we could change. I know there's a way you can change cameras. You just have to shoot a monitor. But who wants to do that?
Oh. Yeah. By the way, I put the link to the Holler YouTube video up on our comment section.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Look. That's weird.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
I put the link and like the picture pops up.
Well, there's There's John
Well,
normally.
well,
you know,
that's different.
John normally can't be on Thursdays because that's their brew day. But I guess on Wednesday he can be on
Wow, that's how'd the picture pop up?
because you got the comments going, and so
I know,
that's the
but
comment.
like,
That normally see. I wonder if it'll do it again when it comes around.
I'm sure it will. But I didn't think there was a field on there that uses pictures. I guess, that's interesting.
Isn't it?
We could do something with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
What if we did like a what you drinking segment, and then people would just
Posted pictures of
of what they're drinking?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that'd be cool. I don't know. See if it works. You could post a picture of what you're drinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not? Why not?
and maybe stick your face in it, and we'll give you some. We'll give
Stick
you
your
some
face
love.
in your beer.
Wow,
Pour
I mean,
the beer
you
on
could.
your head?
You could.
Yeah.
We'll give you some liquid lunch love.
I know.
Jeff's asking if you built a kegerator.
Did I? No, I think he was asking you. I built one.
Oh, yeah, he probably is asking.
You don't have room, is what you said. I had Jeffrey. I had a neighbor here in my neighborhood that had a keys or a freezer for like $25, $30. Perfectly good, smaller freezer.
Here it comes again.
And
Here it comes.
and
Ready?
nothing.
We're gonna
He
see.
didn't want it.
There's
said
John Holler.
Huh. So that's what happens when whatever the frozen picture is on the thing.
Well, no, because I posted a link.
That's what I'm saying. Whenever you put the link,
I've
on
never done a link like that before, and it just popped. That's weird. I gotta go fix the template, my Facebook template,
Oh,
so that doesn't happen.
maybe. I kind of like it though.
Yeah.
Is it just a link?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What if somebody posts a picture? Has anybody posted a picture in the comments?
I don't know.
Have somebody post a picture in the comments and see what happens.
Please make sure your pictures are tasteful.
I mean, I don't. You don't have to be.
I mean, we don't want any D pics.
What?
You do?
Yeah, Jeffrey, I did get the list of hops that you sent me. It was long and detailed.
Oh, guess so.
At the grain cellar.
So next week
Mhm.
we're going to be at the grain cellar.
Yes, we are.
But next week I will also be featuring my award-winning beer.
It's not award winning.
It's top 5 award-winning.
Is it top 5?
It's top 5.
Okay, that's fine.
It is top 5. There may have only been 6 people in there, but it's top 5.
Well, let's talk about because you too could be a top 5 brewer without that much effort, just like Kennedy. You could go to the grain cellar, get your ingredients, get your knowledge from Preston, anything you need, books, guidelines. If you want to, maybe you don't want to brew beer, maybe you want to make wine. We're talking about wine, disrupting the wine industry. Well, they're due, right? Maybe you want to do a fruit wine. Blackberries coming up on season, and very soon, next month, I believe May is kind
boys,
of.
Do you want some more?
I'm good for now because I think we're about to wrap.
Oh, okay.
We could wrap, but blackberry season coming up. Blackberry wine, super delicious, super easy to make.
Yeah, I mean, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
That's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, all you gotta do is get some blackberries, a little bit of water, maybe add some sugar of your choice, and a few little odds and ends. You know, potassium metabisulfite or whatever it's called, all that kind of stuff. Camden tablets maybe, and mash it and throw in some yeast, and a few weeks later, got some fruit wine.
Brendan, are you going to be there next Thursday?
Yeah.
You coming in?
Yeah, come on out.
Come on out. Bring your beers.
Yeah, we'll be sitting in the cozy corner.
I mean, we only brewed 1 gallon of beer, so I mean, 1 gallon of beer can only go so far.
Well,
so we could use some extras.
Yeah, we want to get through all these. We want to really dive into the hops. So if anybody knows a lot about Motueka hops and wants to analyze the beer, and then we got to figure out what our new hop is going to be.
The new hop.
I want to say we said like Simcoe.
Yeah, I was thinking that's the cat pee one.
Yeah, we mentioned something. So
yeah, I
don't remember which one. I'll message Preston today and we'll see what's going on. I wanted to point out real quick our banner over here. That if you were with us last week for Astros opening day there in Tampa, which we won that game, but we lost the rest of the series. And Tampa Bay has been kicking ass. They lost that game. I don't think they've lost since. But anyway, this banner here brought to you by Sonorama. And,
yes, there are some lovely folks at the Sonorama in the Heights, Houston Heights,
so
off of Yale Street. If anybody needs any signage or anything, it's a family-owned business,
locally owned and operated.
Yes, very good friends of mine, and they will hook you up big time.
Yeah.
And
Do they just do signs, just vinyl signs like that?
they do anything you want.
Anything.
Anything sign related you want.
Could they do?
By the way, I'm gonna record. I'm gonna edit this and send this recording to.
Okay. What else do they do? Posters.
They can do posters. They have a laser engraver, so that you can do that. You can have
Like on metal.
huh?
Like metal.
Yes.
What about glass?
Glass,
So
wood.
like glassware.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think.
Yeah.
Just ask them. I mean,
Okay.
if they can't help you out, they will definitely refer you to somebody who can.
Do they do any custom like T-shirts or anything like that?
I don't think they do T-shirts, but once
Who needs
again,
T-shirts.
they will be able to put you in the right direction.
Okay. Signs though. Signs everywhere. The signs.
Yes.
Making that scenery looking nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you were to have come out to the big game, the big pregame at Thistle Draft Shop, you would have seen our awesome banner there in all its glory. There are other early games. I was talking to Mary.
Yeah.
She had a lot of fun doing the show. That was our longest episode ever. 3 hours.
Yes.
That
I was man. I had all these plans. Hold on. Let me do this shot.
Mm-hmm.
I had all these plans because I've never really tied one on before.
Yeah.
On the show.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to do it,
Yeah.
and I wasn't feeling well.
No.
Again,
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Overrated. Tying one on like where people can go back and look at it. I don't know that you really want to do that. Just saying. You ever seen yourself drunk?
I think it'd be an eye opener. Sure.
Yeah. You would need one the next day for sure.
Actually, I have. I have seen myself drunk.
Yeah.
But I was also like in my 20s,
Yeah.
and I recorded myself
And
acting a complete fool.
yeah. So
It wasn't happy. I didn't think it was funny.
no.
It wasn't. I was like, oh God.
Yeah. Pick your
No,
spots.
no,
Try do all that when there's no cameras around.
But I had a really bad sore throat, and every time I swallowed, it felt like I was getting punched in the throat. So I didn't.
And as much swallowing as you do, then I can imagine.
Yeah,
That was a taxing day.
it was a tax. That's been happening to me a lot. We do like on location shows, and something's wrong with me.
You need to get one of those. What are those little packets?
Emergencies?
Something.
Yeah. I've been taking. No, I was actually like sick for about a week and a half. I think I had strep throat.
But you're better now.
I'm fine now.
Did you get antibiotics?
No.
Yeah. They don't do that in Europe. They don't really give antibiotics for strep.
Oh.
Could be the socialist medicine.
Well, I
thing,
mean,
but-
my diagnosis comes from a coworker who basically told me his symptoms when he had strep, and they were kind of matched mine.
Was your throat all gooey and pussy?
I was coughing up stuff.
That doesn't
For
mean
sure.
strep necessarily.
Well, it only hurt when I swallowed.
Anyway, who knows?
That's true.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor. Only play one on.
What are you
television.
going to do this weekend? I know it's only hump day, but what are you going to do this weekend?
This weekend? I don't
Going to
have-
visit any breweries?
No,
you and Jules?
maybe Sunday. I got to go to work Sunday.
Yeah. But
So maybe
that's never stopped you
but-
before.
No, maybe before work, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm on a weird. I got weird days off right now, and
What breweries have you not been to that you'd like to go try?
okay, I have not yet been to Twisted Acre,
You should go.
so that's one definitely want to hit up. And I haven't been to Astral yet
Mm-hmm.
or Megaton.
Yeah, they just opened.
Yeah, I haven't. So those are on my list.
Okay.
I went to where was it? Under the Radar
Yes.
last Wednesday.
We're due to have them back on. Speaking of interbrews, we're due to have them back on because it's been too long. That's the deal when you have this many breweries now in the Houston area.
Yeah.
You get everybody about once a year unless you start doing more shows, and then it's just tough.
It was cool. They had I took Julie because they had Disney trivia night.
Mm-hmm. How'd you do?
I personally knew one question out of about 35.
So
One of them.
you placed,
Julie.
just like your beer.
No, she knows her Disney a little better than I, so we weren't that bad. But I don't know. I would say we were about they said there were 30 teams that day.
Mm-hmm.
It was packed. A lot of people there.
That's a cool little spot down there, right in town.
Let me ask you if this has ever happened to you, being a married man and all.
Okay.
So you go somewhere and you're nice and prepared because you know it might be a little cold that night, so you bring a jacket.
Mm-hmm.
But your significant other does not.
Yeah.
And you do the gentlemanly thing and give them your jacket.
Yeah.
And you had to like freeze your ass off all night. Does that happen?
Somewhat, yes. But I'll constantly remind them. You know,
I mean, I guess
it happens with my kids too.
Yeah.
It's like, put on some clothes. And I'm like, I'm fine, and then later they're cold.
Yeah.
But I'll use it as a teaching moment. Yeah, I don't know. People should just always keep a hoodie in their car, extra hoodie.
That's what I do. And I didn't know it was gonna be that cold, but
you need toothpaste and a toothbrush.
You keep that in your car?
Yeah.
Oh.
A new one. Every time I get one from the dentist, I don't open. I just leave it in there until I need it.
So you know what I keep in the car?
And then chunk it after you use it because it's gross. What?
Religiously.
What? A Bible.
And I think I am not a Bible. And I think I am a genius for doing this.
What? Toilet paper?
No, I keep my nose hair clipper in my glove box.
Oh,
and so
not a bad move.
No, it's not. And so like when you're driving, you really notice sometimes when those things start sneaking out of your nostrils.
Yeah,
they're just like they're coming out.
That's typically when you do notice it when you look in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, and so I'm like, oh shit, I need to trim these things. Yep. So for me, it's electric.
Yeah,
it's right there in my glove box, and so I'm just driving around.
There's no reason not to keep needed things in your Jeffrey just said he keeps. Danny says he keeps moonshine. If you run out of gas, but blankets. Yeah, keep a blanket or a hoodie, extra pair of underwear. You know, because you never can. You know, what if it's a fart that you shouldn't have trusted and you did?
Yeah.
I say dental floss, toothbrush, toothpaste.
Mm-hmm.
If you wear contacts, contact solution, and a little thing to hold them in.
Right.
What else do I keep in there?
You know what else is you need to always keep in your car?
Toilet paper, and maybe some of those butt wipes. Those are great.
Yeah. Foldable chairs.
That's not a bad idea.
No, I keep
like the golf chairs.
Yeah, Julie bought some foldable chairs because we've been to breweries before and like no place to sit.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I have these in the back of my car and haven't yet used them. But they're there.
The moment you get rid of them is when you be like, I wish I still had those chairs in there. They do take up some room though, so you really have to.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
He has a spare tire.
Yeah, ice chest is a big one. I needed that yesterday. I had to stop by a gas station and buy a styrofoam cheapo ice chest.
Jumper cables.
Well, but that's
for sure.
Gloves, those mechanics gloves, in
Uh-huh.
case you have to change your tire or mess with your engine. You don't want to get your hands all grimy.
First aid kit. Hey, all right. Now you're just being like
practical.
Yeah, you're being super practical right now.
No, toilet paper, maybe in a whole nother set of clothes.
Yeah,
just never know.
Now me back. I mean, I've got like the spare tire and all that crap, but I always have the chairs, and I always have a jacket.
You know what you should have?
And the nose hair trimmers, and an ice scraper
for
scraping ice off your windshield
when you live in Texas.
Look, maybe twice a year you might need this.
In Houston?
Yes.
No.
You've never gotten out of work and your windshield's been iced over?
It took maybe 5 minutes for the defrost to work.
Okay. Well,
it's never been on that level.
I carry one around for although I didn't need it this winter, but I have needed it before.
No, yeah, because you were living somewhere else that was much colder.
But the nose hair trimmers, definitely.
Another thing that's wise to keep, like an old pair of tennis shoes and a pair of socks in case you're out in flip flops and your tire goes flat and you got to walk somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You don't walk somewhere in flip flops. You don't throw on some sneakers.
Yeah, like your grass mowing sneakers.
No, you need those to mow the grass if you have grass. I'm saying don't. That's typically how it goes. You wear out some sneakers, they go to workout sneakers, and then they go to yard mowing after that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe instead of maybe get some dedicated workout sneakers and put the old ones in the car.
So these sneakers could also be like river sneakers.
Yeah, because you don't go to the river that often.
Yeah, but when you do go to the river, sometimes you wear like old sneakers because you don't want to step on the rocks or something.
Right.
Or like canoeing sneakers.
Yes. Yeah. Those would be the same ones. But clean socks. Just keep a pair of socks in there too.
So if you're going to go canoeing or something, You wear socks with your sneakers?
No, not if I'm canoeing or rafting or something, but if
No.
I need to walk to get gas.
Oh yeah,
or-
you definitely need socks because
Yeah.
those things are probably nasty.
well, they'll chafe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go bag.
Mm.
Yeah, a foldable shovel.
Do you have a go bag in your Jeep, Jeffrey? I bet he does.
Yeah. I don't really have a go bag.
No.
Yeah.
I don't have a go bag either.
Yeah, we should probably all have a go bag.
Would you? How much? All right. So, how much beer would you put in your go bag? I
How
mean, because you don't want to weigh yourself down, right?
Beer
Yeah.
in a go bag?
You don't. You wouldn't put beer in your go bag?
I don't think so. You can't keep it cold.
I know, but what if like this bag is the only thing that's gonna last you
I still wouldn't put
in the
beer in it.
wilderness?
No.
If you knew the world was ending, and all you had was your go bag,
I wouldn't put beer in it.
not even one.
No, I'd put some sort of liquor.
Okay.
I'd put like a fifth of or a half pint or something of whiskey or something.
Oh.
Vodka. Yeah, got to be more compact. More bang for your buck. I love beer, but at that moment, if it's go bag time, if you're
Yeah.
running from, zombie dinosaurs or something,
Yeah.
time to carry around a bunch of
Or
beer.
like the port of Houston has just been nuked.
Yeah.
And you've got about an hour before the fallout reaches up here.
And you have to drive to Dallas.
Come on. It's only a nuclear fallout. I mean, it's not the end of
You
the
want to make
world.
things worse, right?
It's not the end of the world. Why don't
Yeah,
you go to
could
Dallas?
Be, yeah, could be worse. You could be in Dallas. Ooh. Ooh. Just kidding, Dallas. I mean, a little bit.
We're kidding, Dallas. Come on.
Yeah, I did see
Have a
that.
sense of humor.
I don't want.
You guys don't all drink wine.
Yeah, they're not sponsored the show, but Arctic,
Uh-huh.
the company Arctic, which
Yeah.
their facilities right down here on 290,
Yeah.
they have a cool cooler backpack that they just put out not long ago. Maybe they put it out a long time ago. I don't know. Again, not sponsors.
Yeah,
but
Jeffrey.
that'd be kind of cool.
In the case of we get nuked, your go bag's not going to do any good.
No, you just put that thing over your head. And
Yeah, if you're at home when it happens, it's lights out for you, my friend.
Yep. See you later.
We'll have about an hour or so.
Out here.
Yeah. Did you notice like when that refinery caught on fire?
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice the direction of the smoke?
No,
It came right like in your backyard.
Here?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, yeah. There was a plume of smoke that came just basically from the ship channel right to your backyard.
Did it just bypass my front yard?
No, it was all encompassing.
Oh, I'll be honest. I didn't notice it. I saw the story and I saw like the up close pictures and things like that.
Yeah.
I didn't really know smoke.
Yeah. So the way the wind blew, it came like right up here. So.
Oh, maybe that explains a lot of stuff. Like just my general lethargy here in the last few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
15 can backpack. No, the Arctic one, I think it can hold even more than that, like 30. So
maybe you always carry in your car an ice chest.
Some sort.
And so like, oh crap, we just got nuked. I've got about 15 minutes before the fallout reaches us. Then you've got that. You fill up you fill up your ice chest.
Something.
Yeah.
I don't know. You need one
'Cause
always if you visit breweries during the week in case you get gifted beers. Like I was
that's
gifted
true.
some beers yesterday. Delicious beers.
Or if you're gifting beers, which I've been doing a lot lately.
Yeah, but I'm saying for me personally, I got some beers gifted to me yesterday, and it was fantastic. 11 Below.
Mm-hmm. They gifted you beers?
They gave me some beers too.
They give you We Be Pubbing?
No,
Oh, that's
no, that's the last season. Their new seasonal is BEE someone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
let me
the
guess.
bridge.
Let me guess. It has honey.
Mm-hmm. It's a American honey wheat, and it's delicious and deceptively almost 7%.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then their trade bait it's just hazy IPA, fantastic. That's episode 201 of Interbrews. Episode 200 of Interbrews we did last week. It's got to be posted. I've gotten behind with all these crazy dance competitions and whatnot, but that'll be posted hopefully today. Working on it, efforting. Probably in the show. I should probably work on it before I have to leave. But 200 with Brock and Aaron at St. Arnold. Episode 200. We've hit 200 with Interbrews. What episode is this? 130 something?
Well, we're in disagreement. I have 134. You have 133.
Podcast 133. Episode 134. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't. I don't know how. Whatever.
Well, somehow we got off a number.
Yeah. I don't know.
Could be me. Could be you.
Who knows? Who knows?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. Just subscribe. And if you want to help support the show, go to liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon. When you make those Amazon purchases, do you buy things off of Amazon? I'm about to wrap the show.
Yes.
When's the last time you bought something off Amazon?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Okay. I've been buying a lot of stuff. I've been buying a lot of stuff. Got, let me tell you about what I bought on Amazon. I got a new smart bulb.
You got paper towels.
Got paper towels and toilet paper.
Yeah.
What else did I get? I got that holder for my phone over there.
Uh-huh.
You know, all of that was purchased through the link. A little kickback. Actually, I can't get a kickback because it's our account. But when you make those purchases on Amazon, it helps us a little bit. You pay the same amount, we get a little bit extra just to show a little love. So appreciate that. Also, check out the Grains and tell them Liquid Lunch sent you. That's it. That's Humble's Premier Homebrew Store. Preston's there, just dispensing information and goodies all day long. And if you go in and say, Liquid Lunch sent me, free hugs, waist up, waist down, your choice.
I will be there sometime in the next few days to get my next batch.
Yeah.
My next brew day is going to be there Tuesday or Wednesday.
I'm glad you're diving in head first. Danny, we thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
Tell your boss that next time he can watch too. We'd love to have
your
him on.
boss is welcome to join.
Yes. Let's see. Jeffrey, thanks. Who else was watching today?
Everyone was watching today.
Everyone?
Everyone was watching today. I mean, why wouldn't you watch today?
Matt was watching.
Yes.
And who else did I see? I saw some other people.
Some of my fellow rogue brewers, Matt.
Do y'all have
Matt,
a secret
Brendan.
handshake?
I don't know. I'm new.
You guys haven't taught you yet?
I'm new. I haven't even been one for a week.
They hadn't even figured out if you're just a plant from another homebrew club. Maybe you came in from the Foam Rangers or the Mastronauts.
Mastronauts?
Or they're the CIA,
That's a cool
the
name.
Cane Island Ailers.
Isn't there like a KGB one?
Yep, Kirkendall Grand Brewers.
Uh-huh.
And there's the KGB and the CIA.
Oh.
So they don't know. You can't just trust anybody that comes walking in wanting to share beer with you.
Well, I feel like I am part of the best homebrewers home club in the greater Houston area.
I will say this.
I feel like I made the right choice.
Well, we've got a robust homebrew culture here in the great city of Houston.
Uh-huh.
Dixie Cup. You ever heard of the Dixie Cup competition?
I have not.
Need to do some looking online, son. That's whoa. Watch your computer there. This whole show come crashing down. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching on a Wednesday, a special Wednesday edition. As we make do with how we got to make do. And join us at the Grain Cellar next week. And thanks for joining us last week at Thistle Draft Shop. And we'll be popping up in all kinds of places because that's just what we do now.
Yep.
We get out and about and love it.
Next Thursday, if you are so inclined, head over to the Grain Cellar and be part of our show.
Absolutely. And join us here each and every week and tell 15 or 16 of your closest friends to join as well. And we just thank you so much for watching, everybody. So, Kennedy, great job today.
Jeffrey calling sick next Thursday and show up.
Yeah. B52, excellent beers.
Uh-huh.
And to Matt at Wichita Falls Brewing Company.
Exceptional beers, questionable cans.
Can openers. All right, bye, everybody.